need to keep this, but that's about it. The rest can come out, I think. This here, the front section is where the headlights and the grill mounts. We got that. We made this template straight off of a 2019 model Silverado. That was the very first 2020. Over here, we got underneath this is the cradle for the actual hood when it was a flip top. It has a center section support and the two small sections. No round fenders or anything like that. But over here, we do have this bracket that was used to hold my compressor, my tank, and my train air horns over here. But we might be relocating that to the back as well, just to clean things up. The tires did not ever contact the train horns. They were staggered to kind of contour the tire itself. But I think I'm gonna be just removing all of this framework today, keeping this, of course. I only want to leave this because I am gonna be making a body kit from our mold, right? Making the very first piece and placing it on here to make my second one. My Duramax is expected to be my test model for my second one as well, but I don't exactly want to hold off the Duramax. I want to get the Duramax going. I want to get the suicides finished up so we can get this truck back on the road in case we need to haul anything, because this is a Duramax. The other one's going to be my 6.0, which might get a fuel, another 6.0 or a 6.2 kind of conversion, turbocharged or supercharged. But this one is obviously, it's already Duramax with a turbocharger. Just upgrade the turbo, upgrade the exhaust, get a few tunes, and this thing is already fun the way it is. And we're not trying to break anything on this truck, being that it's more of our audio and full shop truck. But I do want to go ahead and clean everything up today because it's dust has gotten everywhere. So I think I'm just gonna remove this and kind of deal with it at a different time, because or else I won't be able to get in there. Things are very sharp. So the first thing I'll do is I'll cut this off from the bottom, cut it off from here, and then this little bracket that we made, like I said, to hold the headlights and the grill, will be able to use for the next phase, which is going to be making our second version and our third version of our body kits. So I'll just, let me see, I'll cut half of this off, the legs, or I'll just probably cut the whole leg off. I want to do at least damage to this because this should be proportionate correctly. So it was a very crude setup. Spot welds are pretty bad, but that's not the problem for today. So I'll cut this off, and get going. Like I said, this should mount to the grill and headlights, so I'm not trying to damage this one, so I'll set it aside. Everything else I think will be okay to just cut off and get rid of or scrap. For other parts, this is supposed to be my bracket. So as you can see here, this was meant to be where was it? It was connected in a frame. It has some center section supports, and then it was routed over with the frame to where it connects on the actual truck frame. From there, it would pivot up to be our front tilt. But we are getting some custom brackets made that'll allow us to go up first, over afterwards. So this is all just gonna get scrapped. I think we'll make something a lot nicer as well. Maybe tubular kind of frame, make it mount a little bit nicer. But we'll figure that out when we have the actual body kit ready. So for now, just scrap that. I'm just gonna put this one away for now. How you guys doing? Appreciate everyone on here. I'm not looking at the comments here. If you have any questions, let me see. Let me put this down. Whoa. As I'm mentioning, we have the body kits. You can see that one over there. It does need some repairs on some small areas, like some corners kind of chipped off. This, I need to cut it at a certain height so it's nice and clean. I had to lose some of this section when we were removing the mold. We have the back sides out. We have the actual OEM fenders cleaned up, ready for the new pieces. We're gonna be working on the suicide up next, but today I have a whole bunch, first clean everything up, but I have a whole bunch of old, crusty fuel lines that are just breaking every time we were working on them. So I want to replace all those, any kind of vacuum lines, replace them, and just get going on this engine bay. So start removing everything that's gonna be trash, like that center section. If anybody knows where to get that in carbon fiber, let me know. This one's on for sure. Yeah, I'll cut that one off, put this off. Let's see. Okay. Where is my... What you guys doing on a Sunday? Appreciate everyone being on here. Thank you for the like. Just trying to get this Duramax working. As soon as I finish this, I used to have my two batteries relocated onto this side. They were kind of stacked one on top of the other, but keeping the parallel wiring. But I will be transferring them on over to the back. In the back over here, I want the exhaust to come up through the bed, but then route outside of the fenders as a NASCAR kind of boom, like boom mics. So probably like a foot off the bed floor will be like a cavity that will be blocked off. From there, I might just put the batteries on top of here over the exhaust, but the exhaust is going to be wrapped up so it doesn't create too much heat. And I might even just add my amplifiers and some additional wiring towards the back, maybe the train horns and stuff. So the engine bay should clean up a lot more than it is or it was before. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Who's still on the live here? How you guys doing today? Just setting up here. I'm about to cut some additional stuff off.
Okay, this was for our brackets. This one. Oh, okay. Bracket there. Bracket here. Listen. Alrighty.
I had a lot of crazy stuff going on in this truck. So I had what the hell was this for? This was, I think, oh, this was for the train horn. This was my wiring for my train horn that then ran into the cab by the driver's side. And then all the wiring ends over there. This right here used to be a support, one to brace it across, but also to hold my battery tray over here. On this other side, this was for the train horn. Right here is where I had the compressor, the tank with the compressor on the side. I spot welded it over there. It has a bracket support here, support bracket up here, and then welded to the bottom here to support everything. But I will be cutting all this off, removing the brackets, cleaning that up. Over there, that's a little bracket that was just a stopper in case the hood came in too fast or too heavy. So that was just to support it and keep it from hitting the engine, but it was clearing no problem. So I'll remove all that. These are supposed to be magnetic hood latches. There's one on each side. There's supposed to be about 400 pounds worth of clamping force once they're turned on. So I'll probably relocate these somewhere further in or something. So I'll take them off for now. I think they're just clamped on right there with 2 bolts on each side. I'll take that out. I think we'll be replacing this one. I already have a tank reservoir. So clean that up. Kind of probably make some new brackets where it's tucked in a little bit nicer. I will be going through the frame, cleaning any kind of spot welds I had to make or any brackets, cleaning everything up here. So I really want the engine to be kind of clean. Not going to get powder coated or anything like that. I might just do ceramic coating to the headers. That way the heat stays in there for better spooling of the turbo, but it's probably not that necessary at my power levels. I might just upgrade the downpipe and the headers. From there, it'll be stock exhaust because I'm going to be cutting off the muffler and everything to have the NASCAR booms on the sides, on the 2 sides. So for now, it's just clean up and then working on the fuel lines. I think we have a small leak somewhere. You can see right there. There's like little drops. Might be the rear main seal. I might get to that now that we're in here, but I'll have to definitely take a look. I have quite a few things I have to replace. I have the glow plugs, the intake Y bridge, the coolant pipe in here needs to be replaced. So I blocked off everything as best as I could so no dust would get in there. So first I'm gonna pick up all this dust and trash out of here that fell when I was demoing everything out. I'm gonna put it right here. Oh, I'll put it right here. This gets demoed out. This is where the hinges were. This was for the bumper. It was a support bracket. From here I had some mounting brackets. So remove that off. That was so that I can model the 2026 bumpers onto this truck. So taking that off, I'll make some nicer brackets. I'll probably end up cutting most of this off. Probably bracketing the bottom. That way it looks a little bit cleaner for the pre-runner kind of stance and everything. Definitely clean all this up. The frame here, the support frame here, you can see that that was chopped off a long time ago. So I do need to make some sort of OBM bracket here. I haven't done that yet because I want to make sure it stays with OBM clearances. So when we go to work on our Sierra, our 05 GMC Sierra, that one I'll use it as my product sampler. That way I can make sure that I get the right measurements for everything. This one might be already skewed off a little bit, so I won't make my hardware for these body kits off of this one, since this has changed a little bit already. I think we might have raised this up a bit at some point. Stuff out of here so I can rewire everything a little bit nicer. Okay, I'll leave this here for now. I got my power distribution block there, so that's good for here. I also remember that when I wired the headlights, just to make sure that I could make this happen, these are OEM for 2026 connectors, but the way that they're wired, they have to go to a kind of like modular kind of computer, and there's like 3 or 4 shared grounds on here. So for some reason, when I wired everything, this truck was having the low beams and high beams on consistently all the time. So I want to make sure that I wire that properly. So I'll get back to the wiring at some point here when everything else is cleaned up, and I'll make sure that I divide my low beams and high beams. It could be that we probably united the low beam signal with the high beam at some point in the loom if something had been replaced previously. So we'll go ahead and correct that as well. This is just the ground, so this is also not needed. That was for the compressor. That'll be here. I think this is for the sensors and for the, air inlet lines. Okay. Okay, let me get this out. I'll get that out. Yeah, cut that off and remove this bolt here. Bring this guys over here. Just trying to undo this cradle for the compressor and train horns. They were literally train horn, train horn, train horn, just with matching the wheel arch. As soon as I do this though, I think my radiator will be flopping back and forth. But I think that should be manageable for now. Because this was the support that was keeping the radiator firm at its OEM location or wherever I had set it up. you go. That one will be free. Gotta loosen that one. So that'll loosen that up. That one is free. This one's gonna get new brackets and relocated. I had to get hoses that will just hold it temporarily here because it's extended. But I'll cut it over here, and then this should be free. Oh no, I think it has one bracket on the back. Okay. That's some bracket, but I'll cut it off. I'll cut it off for ease. Yeah, I can reach it without getting anything else. And that is for the magnet clamps. Alrighty, so this is free now. I won't mess with it too much. Freeing everything, clearing everything. This obviously is gonna get a new brackets and a whole new canister. So now vacuum some stuff out of there.
No, why? Just let it be.
Just getting all the trash out of here before I start working on it.
Yeah.
So nothing.
Let me go down to you. We're trying, girl. We're trying. Huh? We've been trying. We've been growing a little bit. Yeah. There's a grandma too. Hey, ma'am. Just play. Sorry, girl. You're like, wait, I don't even know how to tie your shoe. What's going on, guys? What's going on? You guys got any questions? Let us know. What we doing right now?
Cleaning up before I start working on the fuel lines, and before I start opening up any passageways. That way nothing falls in. Everything has been covered before, so just don't want anything falling in. Just getting rid of all the damn trash. I cut off all the exoskeleton that we had.
Right.
That we use everything to build off of, but cut it all off. We have pieces here. This was the frame that was holding on the body kit, so I took that off. I did keep the grill area. That one I'm keeping safe because that one should fit on all of them, but this one's gonna be trash. We'll make a new one. I'm gonna clean up all this. I might just even cut this whole. This is what held the OEM original bumper.
Yeah.
But we had to make brackets to make that were right here to hold the newer bumpers from 2026.
Yeah.
So I might just cut that off, clean it up, cap it for the pre-runner stuff so it's not open.
Yeah.
And then make new mounts. This right here is loose as well.
JR, thank you, bro. Appreciate you liking the live, bro.
Thank you guys. This right here is also loose because part of the skeleton was bracing it to support it since we cut off the inner fenders that used to be here.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing, we had a battery tray. OEM, you're supposed to have a battery over there and a battery over here. But since we remade a lot of things, I had both batteries right here. But I'm going to relocate them to the back. Mm-hmm. So I cut all this off. This bracket right here that you still see a piece. It's going to be nice, newer ones that's going to support everything. But for now, it's loose. But I will address that. Everything has been capped, cleaned off. Everything is good to go right now. So just making sure everything's clean, remove some stuff that are gonna be trash so I can get them out of the way. I ain't gonna go around, clean everything up, sand it down. This was chrome, but I might just paint it a solid color, clean up the frame. There was a lot of junk from before I even got the truck.
Pepe's cooking. Appreciate you liking the live, bro.
Appreciate it, bro. So just going around scraping anything, like it comes off super easy, but like just going around to the whole truck to get all this like chunk right here.
Yeah.
Getting all that off, cleaning it. I might just spray with a weld through primer.
Mhm.
It's a nice kind of like a gray, kind of like this,
Yeah.
but it allows you to weld through it after you clean it.
Mhm.
So just go with that. Clean everything off. This truck had an alignment, so this one should be good. But I'm doing all this so I can get working on the suicide doors and then be able to get the truck out of here. That way, when we need to work on the other little truck, when the first kit comes out, one, so I can have the room to set up in here and have all the body kits going, curing, and also so we have room to work. And then as soon as the first kit's out, we can bring in our first show truck or our shop truck and then get everything mounted on that truck. Plus, like this brace right here that I'm gonna have to make. Right, it can't stay like this.
Mhm.
I want to make it on the other truck first, because the other truck hasn't been altered yet. So all the dimensions should be nice and accurate, where we can then use that kit that I make to get replicas. Then it'll fit on everybody's. You know, like you have mounting brackets here that are existing. You have mounting brackets here. I can make something that kind of pivots around, and then make that the fender brackets. So you see, just start planning everything to work on everything properly, so we
Right.
don't overdo things, double do things. So clean up my wiring too, because
Pepe's Cooking said, always, bro, ya sabes. Thank you, bro. We appreciate that.
Got like
Continue.
got like a whole bunch of stuff. Wiring for my train horns. I used to be up here in the front, so I have 2 batteries here. I had my compressor, I had my tank, and I had my train horns all mounted in here. So it was really full over here before.
So for the people they're new right here on the live we're on live on YouTube and we're live right now on TikTok. And thanks for the likes. Thank you for the likes. But what was on here? What did we make for the ones that are brand new here?
So we have a body kit that will allow you to transform your 99 to 2007, whether you have the bubble eye or the cat eye, and make it into a 2026 truck with the flare fenders. Get on the ground here.
Yeah.
We took it off. Right here. This is the body kit that we created, and it will allow you to transform your truck to a brand new truck. So I just need to do some final repairs on this one, and we can start getting the actual final pieces out of here. So with that, I'll be able to sport it on the truck and get all the brackets made. So just small repairs on this one.
And we also have the hood and the 2 fenders on the back,
Correct,
right?
on the back side, yeah. Cut them all off already. They're already cut off, and you can see the fenders in here a little bit.
Yeah, they're back there.
So those ones are a little bit okay, easier to move around. This big one, since we want to make we were trying to see if we could still make a one piece for our trucks. It's just gonna be difficult getting them out, man.
It's a huge ass hood,
Yeah.
man.
It was hard
This is
getting
huge,
this.
guys. This is really huge.
It was
Ain't
hard
gonna lie.
getting it off the actual truck itself where we sculpted everything, just because all the negatives and contours kind of grab on and interlock.
Right.
So if I have to break it down, I'll just break it down and join them together afterwards. But we got the 3-piece here, which is a 1-piece.
Yeah.
But we will be selling these, but we'll be selling them as individual 3 pieces. So it's easier for you guys to manage them and mount them and shipping and everything.
So like we said, this will be available, right, baby?
Yeah.
This is gonna be available. We are working we collaborating with somebody that's gonna try to do mass produce them.
Yeah, we have someone that we already reached out to. We have a few others that we will also reach out to if they don't respond soon enough. We are gonna be making the first ones, and we will have a group buy to kick off the company itself. But after that, we're gonna transition to having someone mass producing them. So that way you guys already know the quality. They've been in the field for 10 plus years. They work on off-road trucks, pre-runners, all kind of body kits like that. So
Yeah. And then we're also coming out with different styles too. This is just our first
Correct.
kit. But we are gonna come out with like maybe 3 for this
for this platform, for
Yeah.
this generation of Silverados. After this, we're already working on our designs for our next 2 vehicles. One being an SUV, which will be our 3rd platform. But our next platform will be actually the brand new Silverados, which is a 2025. That we have a single cab that we're gonna be doing some work on that one. So that one's same thing, something brand new, hasn't been done on the market, it's not available. So if you guys wanna subscribe, like, share, we have a lot of stuff.
Yeah,
coming
because
for
the
you
more
guys.
you guys share, the more we get exposure. the bigger the group buy. So for those who are interested on the conversion kits, it's gonna benefit you guys. If we don't meet our number, then obviously we can't launch that group buy,
Correct.
and you're gonna have to pay the full price. So
Correct.
you guys want that, and then we're also doing a suicide door, right, baby? You want to show
Correct.
that out?
Yep.
Shout out to everybody that's in here, 116 people. Shout out. Just like.
Okay. So right here, I have my suicide door that I'm gonna be working on soon right now.
Don't open it completely if it hits the camera.
Yeah, no, it won't hurt it, but I can open it further than that. But I have this one that's still using the OEM latch. So the waterproofing sealing will be, it's already there, right?
Right.
But I wanna incorporate the same kind of seal and operation, but I wanna have the door handle over here. So I already reversed the swing, I have some custom handle hinges over there. But align it one more time, cause I think through some movement it might have adjusted.
Mm-hmm.
Get everything right, dial it in, get the latch in, so that way everything will stay steady. And then this one, I didn't find any videos on how to do this to Silverado, so I was doing it off camera. But for the other side, I'll document the whole thing so you guys can see what it takes in order for you guys to do a suicide door if you guys are interested.
Yeah, because we get a lot of messages on the suicide, huh, baby?
Yeah, the suicide.
So we are trying to see if we could come out with a kit.
Yeah, we're
For
gonna
that?
see if we can make a kit, but like for this, I would have to, in order for me to make a kit, I have to finish it like I intended to do it originally, which is just doing the suicide door kit, but I plan on extending the back of the cab. So I would have to make a kit and then remove the kit that I made so I can fabricate a completely different kit for this truck, because the seats on the inside, they're power seats, and I want them to be able to recline. I don't want them to just, you have nice electric seats, but you can't use them. So I want to extend the cab, kind of like a mega cab on the Dodge trucks, so you can recline. I can still put the TV panels for the stereo, the speakers.
So this is a show truck or what?
Yeah, this one's gonna be the show truck for sure.
It's gonna be a show truck, guys. You might see it at SEMA. This is Shadow Build Designs. We're designed for more. We are gonna be coming out with other conversion kits and also styles for Honda, Supras, older cars. Whatever.
Things coming out, yeah.
So you guys are interested? These are gonna be coming out in fiberglass and also Kyber fiber.
Correct.
So y'all got two options. And then the thing about this hood is a front tilt, and it's you guys can also order it standard, right?
Yeah, so we are trying to see, like I said, trying to make it a one piece for our show trucks, but it's just trying to matter of making everything work. But we want ours to be the front tilt with the fenders, so that's a big project. But we will be shipping them out as individual, 2 fenders and 1 hood.
Yeah. So stay tuned in, guys. He's gonna get back to work. You guys got any questions? Let me know. Pepe, cooking, what's going on? I see you guys. All right. So that's what it is. That's what it is.
Appreciate you, bro. Thank you guys, everybody on the live. Thank you. Like I said, I have some parts. I just want to see if I have all the parts that I need in order to get this truck. I know I need to replace banjo lines, hard fuel lines, rubber fuel lines are all cracked and corroded. This CP3, I believe, is just a sensor that I need to replace. This truck has been non-operational for over 1.5 years now, so I don't remember the code itself, but at the moment I know that I was planning on replacing the CP3 sensor. So hopefully I can get everything back in. I can get the truck running without any issues, get it driving, and hopefully it doesn't throw a code. And if it does, the only option from there is replacing the CP3 and replacing the injectors, which we were just trying to avoid doing right now, so we can focus on other parts of the company that we're trying to get patents, trademarks, future designs for the other renderings of the other trucks. So we got a lot of other stuff that we're investing on. We're not exactly ready to just start adding horsepower to this motor yet, other than small stuff like a downpipe, maybe new turbine, blades for the turbo compressor, just small stuff for it to be smooth and operational.
Yeah.
Other than that, just cleaning up wiring that I had previous stuff on here that I no longer want to run on this. So just finding what doesn't go anymore and just removing it. That way we can clean everything up here and keep the engine bay looking nice and clean.
If you guys are new to this is Shadow Build Designs. If you guys are interested on seeing the long platform videos, we do have our YouTube, our Instagram, and our Facebook. We are trying to get monetized, like everybody else. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But if you guys could and go help us out and like, subscribe. We on live right now too over here. So that's what it is, huh?
Yep, that's all we're doing right now. So just clean up.
You think it's gonna take a while on this shit or what?
The engine, I don't know. It's, like I said, it's just a matter of fact finding out what it was.
¿Y si sabes o no?
Yeah, took it apart. Nomás que it's just, it's been
¿Sí
over-
sabes o no? Porque si no sabes, güey, pues.
I know, but it's just been over a year.
I gotta go come save the day or what?
Huh?
I gotta come save the day or what?
Yeah. Nah, it's been over a year and a half. So that's a long ass time for me to wonder where the F I left the freaking boat.
A little. If you guys are been following us, a little detail about us is that here your homeboy Shadow, he went to school for mechanic,
Yeah,
so he knows a little bit about this stuff. You know what I mean?
just went to college for automotive, but left that and make a little bit more money at the time in construction, and now I'm trying to pivot back, trying to do my automotive stuff.
Yeah.
That's what I've always wanted to do. So just I like struggling with engines and crap on cars. So.
The reason that you were doing construction was why?
Well, I grew up with it. My stepfather always did construction, so I knew the ins and outs. And in the industry of automotive, as a technician, there was very little that I could do. So I didn't like that. So even working at low-end shops or high-end shops, it was always a hassle. They would sell jobs and they wouldn't even have us do it. They would literally just like clean it up. Like brake jobs is one of the craziest things that people go in for service. They sell you a whole brake, calipers, rotors, everything, and all they do is come siphon out the fluid from this canister, fill it back in with some clean stuff, park it in the side for 3 hours, making you wait, and then telling you that we replaced everything. And the customers that did find out that happened, they would come back and the shop managers would literally just point fingers at us when we did not know anything. We were just told to clean it up. So I didn't like that. That was shady. I didn't like that.
And that's a rumor that a lot of people are like, oh man, they lie to you. You gotta.
They do.
All
All
day
day
long.
long.
They fucking
All
do,
day
bro.
long. That's bread and
I
butter.
think so. I think a guy should at least. I mean, I ain't trying to offend nobody that doesn't know automotives in this bitch, but like, I think a guy should at least know how to do their brakes, change a tire. That's the basic.
But even now, like on the new cars,
Little oil change. That's about it. I feel.
even
Like.
on the new cars, I have fucked up sensors because just jack the truck up and take the brakes off, but then you fuck up a whole sensor that's on the inside if you don't program the truck that's in service mode. So it's the people complain about that. They're like, dude, we want to work on our trucks. Some of the higher end cars, they just won't even let you. It'll trigger the whole car. Like you still have to take the truck into the dealership to fix codes on it, which is stupid. I don't see a need for that. Is that? Don't throw away your throttle body. I hope I haven't.
Fishing with Chris. That's what he said.
Yeah, I haven't thrown away anything. The only thing I don't know where it is, but I'm pretty sure I know where it is. I have a container outside of nuts and bolts, so I should have put everything.
He said the
in there.
Amazon ones suck.
Oh, okay.
Appreciate that, Fishing with Chris. Going on, brother.
What I'm interested, guys, everyone listening, is Banks did a LBZ supercharge, so that would be cool. I've been looking at that, but it might be down the line, much further down the line.
A new Junior. What's up, Junior? He said, yeah, what happened is all these manufacturers, they build into where they're licensed the program to.
Correct, exactly.
The license, the software, so you have to no choice but to go with the dealership to remove the headlight checks.
Yep, exactly.
It's like, and then Fishing
Yeah,
Chris
on
says,
everything, man. Even the stupid tractors for farmers are like that. You can't work on your tractor at the farm. Not even the tractors can work on this shit.
but
It's
who
crazy.
knows better? Like, I mean, for those people that actually know their cars,
And
who knows more than you? That, you know what I mean? You gotta know something's wrong with your shit. Like, oh, that shit.
some people do, some people don't.
No, you don't think so?
Some people, we do a whole bunch of crazy shit to our cars, like us, right? And some people like, hey, I just need a car to get me to work. I don't care.
I don't give a fuck.
I don't
That shit has a
care.
squeaky noise.
Yeah,
I just want to
it has
get there.
stereo loud enough for me to ignore that little squeaky
Yeah,
sound.
just put up the music. Fishing with Chris says, don't work, trust me. He's tried it before. I see that. I just, I just bought 3 and it didn't work. See what I say?
Yeah.
He just bought 3. He took 3 chances.
Yep.
And Junior said, I pay you guys doing this. They need exposure and go back to classics. I need you guys paid you. Well, I mean,
they charge you have to go to classes in order to work on certain cars, and then you need to buy the programs to work on the cars, which then you need tools to work. It's monopoly, bro.
But you know what's the best thing that's happened, bro? Social media, bro, low key. It's like a curse, but it's a gift too. Because it's like now the people that actually want to work on them.
You still need certain stuff that you can't get a hold of on some cars.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know.
So it's some stuff is limited. Some you can do, some you can't. Some is just over control.
I mean, hopefully we could get our shop one day, huh? That's what it is. Chris, Junior, I'm gonna follow you guys because you guys been conversating. I like that. And then Boombox said, none of that bullshit on my 79 Bronco.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's what it is. Yeah, we followed you guys. We like people that come in here and start talking, huh, baby?
Yep.
You know what I mean? Imagine us seeing each other just staring at each other's eyes and not saying shit. What the fuck is that about? But yeah, this is what we got going on. We got the conversion kits. They will be coming out. We are working on the link as well. We don't know if we're gonna have pre-order, right, baby?
Yeah, we will have the group buy.
The group buy, but once we have the link, we'll figure that out.
Yeah, we'll notify you guys. I'm going back over there. We're just getting my knife so I can open this a little bit easier.
So yeah, in here we also have done a custom flip table right here. We do a lot of custom shit. Welding card, that's also custom. They're all in little wheels. We do a little bit of woodworking here, a little bit of welding, a little bit of mechanic, fiberglass, Kyber fiber. So that's the hood right there. That's a custom welding table too. Like have have woodwork and have welding, so you can flip that up. So that's what it is. It's also in hydraulic, so in case you're like big, tall, or small, it won't hurt your back. It'll adjust to your height. So it is. We also got the suicide doors going. We're in the middle of a blizzard.
A blizzard?
Yeah, over here it's hot as fuck. We're in Vegas, guys. We're in Vegas. We're originally from California, though. But it's hot as fuck. And Pepe's cooking. Thank you for the likes, bro.
Clean that one up after. I think I gotta clean up the alarm that was on here as well.
Junior, the new Junior. I'm calling you new Junior, but we got a lot of juniors in here. It said, you two keep up the dream. You two keep that dream in your path. I know y'all ambitious will get you there soon.
Appreciate it, man. Thank you.
That's right, baby, huh?
Yep.
It's a team thing, bros. Because we also work construction, guys. We got a little construction company where we started that shit off the ground as too, huh, baby?
Yeah.
Doing basically remodeling everything. Now we got a little workers that work for us and stuff like that. Sometimes we are on the field as well. So when we got downtime, we come in here because this is where the dream is. This is where we expect it to go somewhere.
Yeah.
And then Pepe's Cookie said, what part of Cali you from? Pomona. Where you from, baby? Bakersfield, homie.
Every week you change.
Don't snitch me out like that. Junior said, get it. What you doing, Junior? You know what you got going on, bro? We'll support your stuff too. What's P-Town? Pomona, the SGV. Bakersfield, okay? Shout out to Bakersfield. Nice. Yeah, we did look into that filler, huh? That boombox homeboy told you about?
Yeah. I got to order it. I did watch some videos on it, so I think the polyurethane will allow it to keep like so when you're using the new resin, I believe it's like the thermal active reaction.
Yeah.
That when it starts to heat up, it won't cause the bondo, that part that he showed us, to like come apart, which I think I see that damage or that happened on one of the repairs that I did.
Yeah.
Remember when we had that air bubble from the gel coat?
Yeah.
Then I put some Bondo just to patch that little area up, and I put a new gel coat, but it removed the gel coat, like it fused with the Bondo. So I think it's in order to prevent that.
Joe Dave, thanks for liking the live, bro. That's my little brother's name, Joe. I like that. All right, so let me show you guys the back fenders over real quick. So these the back fenders right here. We got two. The back fenders right there. So we gotta cut this off right here.
Okay, I'm gonna put this one to the side. I think that is me.
So yeah, man. Baby dry, bro. Huh? Like,
This is YouTube.
huh?
Is this from YouTube?
Yeah. And like we mentioned, we do have YouTube. So if you guys want to go and like, subscribe. If you don't, it's cool. Whatever. Junior, I'm from Bakersfield, living in Arizona. I specialize in. Oh, he's a welder, baby.
Welder.
The new Junior, he's a welder. What were you looking for? Weren't you like?
Yeah.
Do you
so-
like ask if you're right here, Junior? We're gonna ask you a question, bro.
Yes, sir. I'm looking for someone that can fabricate the brackets that we're gonna be using for mounting the custom beds, the fenders, the hood, and everything. Like on this section right here, I had some supports that had my batteries, my train horns, and everything, but they were also bracing the radiator because I cut off the inner structure for the headlights to clear. So that's something that everyone's gonna have to do as well in order to run the big ass headlights. So I need someone that can replicate and continuously make the same brackets, the same curvature for it to hold everything in place, support the radiator, the fan, the fenders, the hood, and everything. So I will be making it, but then I don't want to be in charge of trying to replicate that and selling that as the hardware. But it also gives someone else a chance to work with us and provide that as shadow
And then
build for the kids.
and not just one time, right?
Yeah, so every customer
Exactly.
would then be redirected to you to fabricate that continuously.
Yeah,
You know, and if someone's like, hey, I want mine chromoly, mild steel, aluminum.
that's what he says. That mild steel, right?
Yeah, so I made mine out of mild steel, but if you're able to fabricate it anything else, you know, a customer can reach out to you and you can make whatever it is that they wanted.
So if you are interested in that, bro, if you DM us, bro, you know that's one part that we're really interested in, huh?
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are asking like, how are we gonna mount these on, stuff like that. So we gotta have an idea, which you do.
Yeah,
But,
like I know I'm gonna make it because I have to make it in order
At
to
least for
mount it and
ours.
everything. Yeah, but
Mhm.
that's not one thing that I want. Bro, I don't want to have a staff for that. But
Yeah.
if someone else has that, then bro, you know, just hop on with us.
Yeah.
You'll be in charge of that. You know,
Yeah.
you'll ship that. They'll contact you for that.
Yeah. So if you Junior is still here, bro, or what he said, I would like to work with you, bro, and definitely. Hey, bro, shout us out, DM us. He'll
Yeah, DM
respond to you, bro. Appreciate you. And then Leo the Carabinas dice que yo, how you guys doing?
How you doing, big boss?
We're doing good. Working on the engine today a little bit. We got the hood and the back fenders taken out already, huh, baby? They were a
Sure.
success.
Success, man.
Go ahead, Marissa.
Success kept everything 95% good on the back sides. There's a lot less repairs to be done on the bed sides than there is on the fenders and the hood, just because of all the big cavities from the hood as a one piece. It just made it a lot of difficult. But we're working on the Duramax here to try to get this thing rolling. I know I need to replace the CP3 sensor, fuel lines, some banjo bolts, the fuel rails. I think I need to do something to that. Put everything together, make sure that my thermostat housings, my air inlets, my Y bands, everything is good. Get some batteries for it because the ones I had died out. Relocate the batteries to the back so it's nice and clean over here. Because I had too many things. I had the 2 batteries, I had the train horns, the compressor, the tank, the dual water container over there. I had everything really filled in here, so I want to clean everything up a little bit. It's not gonna get any powder coat or anything like that. I'm not taking down the engine. At most, I might just like clean up the valves and clean up the turbo and stuff like that. But keeping it mild for now, just so I can get the truck in and out. Then if I need to bring in the other trucks, I can bring that in for the next kits that we're gonna be generating.
Junior, yeah, we'll check our DMs when we're out from here and he's chilling. I'll make sure he checks his DMs, bro.
Junior Reezy 84 on YouTube said throw some wheels on it and ride out.
Jeez, I like that.
Well, we got 40,
boy.
we got 40 sitting in the backyard for this thing. We had just installed them and like 3 months, and then we decided to bring this thing in here, so we didn't even get to rock them for much. So they've been sitting for a whole year.
That's on the YouTube one.
Yep.
That's the homeboy. What's his name?
Junior Reezy 84.
Shout out to you, my
This
boy.
thing's ready for. It's got a 6-inch lift, 40-inch tires, 20-inch wheels. Next time I will be going a lot smaller if possible, just because I think they might be 21 or 22 actually, inch wheels.
Yeah.
It's a lot stiffer of a ride, but if you get a smaller rim, it'll get a little bit softer on the ride.
Yeah.
It's a little harsh. I did load this up with 80 sheets of drywall. The inside of the cab was already starting to get demoed out, so I had like 30 boxes of drywall mud on the inside. I had like material on the passenger seat, everything on the inside, everything except for the driver's side was full with material. I had a camper and I had 80 sheets of drywall, and this thing with the 40s and the suspension was barely starting to squat on the back, very, very barely. So
Nell said, wait, y'all actually building the truck? I thought y'all were just making the molds.
No, this one, like, I don't think this, not right now, it won't be a pre-runner right now. I'm not gonna drop the entire front end. It is a 4-wheel drive, so don't want to go that extensive, because those kits are like $8,000 for just the control arms and stuff, and then you still need to do the big old coilovers. So not yet, not yet.
Not Junior. Pepe Cooking said you gonna put that train horn under that truck. We already did that.
Well, we had it in the hood right here, but like I said, it was really crowded, and it never contacted, even if the tire with the 40-inch was all the way through its cycle, it wouldn't contact the horns. I had them staggered so that it was the shortest one at the highest, medium in the middle, and then the longest train horn was at the farthest section. But I'm gonna be putting them on the back. At least the tank and everything else, yes. I might just keep the train horns in the front, but just the actual horns. Cause I did like it being in the front. You know?
Yeah, it was loud too as fuck. Sergio, appreciate the heart, bro. You're a number 9 fan with us, homeboy. Congratulations. I just like,
Congratulations.
it's just like, what's going on? Okay, Boombox said, would you be trading your mold with mold release?
Yes,
Or
I did.
or spraying VPA when you make the parts.
I did do number 2 wax, pastel wax or something. I did do like a very heavy application, and then I buffed it in. Like I literally spread it around, buffed it in. I don't know if maybe I overheated it when I was buffing it in and maybe diluted it or something, but I did buff it in to try to get in all the pores, and then I sprayed a wax release or mold release, which was probably like PVA or something.
Yeah, PVA.
And then I still had trouble getting it out, but it was because of all the contours. With us making just the fenders and then just making the hood for shipping and stuff, it should be a lot easier to pop them out.
Yeah.
Appreciate
Junior liking the live, Pepe's Cooking liking the live, Leo, Boombox, Sergio, appreciate you guys. It's kind of crazy, huh, when you look at the hood like this, bro. It's a big ass truck for it to look like this, you know? It looks small, it looks compact.
Yeah, so like there's a lot of room. Like I said, like if we were to build this truck out, like do a big ass turbo, it would fit in here with the hood, because the hood clears up to right here. So the little turbo here looks tiny now.
Yeah. Like our man, Junior, you say you're from Arizona. He's from Arizona, though.
Yeah, but he said he was in Bakersfield.
No, he said he's from Bakersfield. He said he's your homie.
Yeah.
Y'all gang banging on us. I'm just lying. But, no, he's from Arizona.
He's in Arizona.
So he's not that far from us.
The guy that we're getting the custom hood hinges, he's from Arizona.
He said, all right, fam, I'm out. I'm getting my kids ready and taking them out. I know that's right, bro. Have a good one, bro.
What was this for? These are browns, so this has to stay.
What's up? Diles, pues, les quieres que decir, güey. Si no, ¿cómo van a hablar? Son. Just like, you gotta tell them, ¿cómo van a hablar, güey? Just like. Have a good one, man. Hope you enjoy that with your family, bro. Have a good day.
Probably brown.
For everybody that's here, that's new, that want to tell us a little something. All jokes, bro. It's all good. It's all good. It's all love, brother. Donate. What you mean donate, bro? You buy, you like. No, it's like, you like, you buy. It's like,
Okay, that's gonna go here.
y'all can have my single cab.
Let's do it.
For free? We can have it for free?
That's
On a contract?
That's powerful. These are.
What's going on, YouTube? Y'all want to say a little something? Yeah, he from LA. Okay.
Gotta get these
I
together.
don't know what the fuck. Pepe's Cooking said when you guys drop merch, can't wait to see you guys at mass production. Yeah, we can't wait to see us in mass production and our merch too, huh? But we're excited for that shit.
Yeah.
DM me, you DM us, bro. Come on now, buddy. You DM us. You want us to sponsor you? DM us. I just like, yeah, we'll DM you. You DM whatever, bro. Yeah, bro, we're trying to do merch. Hopefully when we mount the kit on our truck and sport it and actually have like a video where you guys can see how like the paint job, whatever, we might be rocking our first shirts on at least, huh, baby?
Yeah. For sure.
So we're already looking into that. We just want all right fabric because the thing about shadow build is that we're all walking in the shadows. You know, we're all shadow building in the dark. You know, this ain't just because we're in the car show, we call it shadow builds. It's because we started just, you know, by ourselves doing it outside in the dark. That was the only time we could do it, was late at night. And that's how we came up with the name, you know, and now we're just trying to bring it out to light. So that's it, guys. Walking in the shadows with the halo. You feel me? So everybody out here, you know, shadow building. Everyone wants to see the result, but doesn't want to see what you go through. This is hard work, long hours, you know. Takes a lot of fails too, huh, baby? Because this is, you got to figure it out. All cars are wired different too, huh, baby?
Yeah. Like I was explaining that earlier on the schematics, because the wiring from back in the days was so simple, and now they got like modules inside of everything.
Yeah, exactly.
Before, you would just have, for your headlight, you had a ground, and then you had 3 powers, one for a turn signal, one for high beam, one for low beam. Literally, that's all you needed. Now, to run the same 3 simple things, I got freaking 9 wires or 10 wires here that I had to figure out how to use, because obviously we're skipping the module. So
Right.
since we're not doing that, when I wired it originally, I know that somehow I triggered both the low beam and the high beam to always be engaged, but I will be correcting that. That way I can show you guys that, and you guys can solder your own connector. This is a 2026 connector here that will bolt directly into the headlight for the 2026 headlights, but then you need to loom your own thing for the older models.
They say, hell yeah, good luck. We just followed you back, bro. We like the communication in here, and also if you show some love and shit, we don't mind following you back as well, you know? And support whatever you got going on. Like we said, everybody's shadow building, everybody's trying something, you know, and that's the whole point of this life, is you just gotta try something. You know, don't just sit there and wait for it to get to you. Just try something. If it works, cool. If it doesn't, just move the fuck on. I mean, but don't move on too fast either.
Yeah.
You guys will actually want to give it a...
If that's what it is gonna be, the life that y'all gotta be, everyone, we all gotta be okay with losing sometimes. You
Yeah,
know?
exactly. Just gotta give it a honest try. You know, if you tell yourself, I honestly tried, then, you know, you could move on. But if you just trying and fail, then how you gonna know which one works?
Period.
Period. Am I preaching to today, guys? Give me a thumbs up if I'm preaching today. I just like, go sub to YouTube Junior's Garage if you can. Yeah, we sure will, bro. For sure, we will. When we get some time, we will. What's going on, easy boy? What's going on? Good morning, bro. You just woke up. That's crazy. If you don't feel, then did I even try? That's right. Exactly. You got to think about that stuff. It's all in the brain, bro. It's all in the brain. Then everything else will follow. You know what's crazy? I saw a video, right? And it was saying how, like, you know how your ears taste and your mouth, you feel like all your taste buds, right? Your senses. They're like, but it's not your ear that heard. It's actually, it's all in your brain, bro.
Yeah.
It's just a frequency that went inside your brain, but your brain's actually the one that picked that shit up.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys are picking up the right shit and leaving the bad stuff. If you guys are in bad stuff, try to, you know, look, you gotta change, bro. At the end of the day, the world's changing, you gotta change with it. If you ain't changing, you staying the same. And I get it if it's hard in a hard environment, but at least you gotta do little steps.
Who's here?
Easy says Simon Limon.
Simon Limon.
Simon Limon out. That's a good one, boy. But yeah, that's it, man. We came into live just so you guys could get to know us a little bit. I know you guys see our videos, but when someone goes live, you actually get to actually feel and see if it's actually authentic and is real, you know. So we regular smuggler people, you know, with regular smuggler lives and jobs and do the regular smuggler shit, right? Right?
Yep. So I had a power.
What you got to say? What you get to say? Somebody just wrote us down below and say BBL. No, we do not. He does not have a BBL, guys. You hear me, baby? Somebody in Hunching on. So you got BBL? Put it over there.
So that's gonna be for my power.
I know that's right, Easy. He said, you're just finding that out. Everything's mental. I just meditate sometimes when something hurts. Nah, bro, we've been knowing that. I've been knowing that shit since I was 13 and started smoking weed. I'm just playing. It helps. Yeah, meditation is actually helpful, bro. Like, you know, peace of mind. The world's too loud. Sometimes you gotta quiet that shit down. Especially in your brain, bro, because that shit won't even let you go to sleep. Sometimes. Thumbs up if you feel me. Pepe's Cooking said, I'm glad you guys are okay after your accident, Shadow. Much love, bro.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah, he's feeling much better. You know, doing good, getting checkups and shit like that. But everything's good with him and shit. I'm still healing up. I'm still in my healing. That's why you guys don't see me a lot on the videos or on live. Because I'm still going through mine right now. Hopefully, soon enough, I'll be on the live more. So you guys get to also know me. And then on the videos, if you guys scroll down, you guys will see me on the videos. I sand it, I've weld, I've done it all, guys.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you have one.
I've done it all, homie.
You can't
Back it up, back it up.
Can't do it no more.
Oh yeah, I can't weld right now because I'm allergic to that shit. But definitely, you guys are gonna see me on this when when I go live and all that. I try to come in here at least support him while posting and all that. Like I'm behind him 100%. You know what I mean? So that's just what it is. Easy said, what accident? Oh, we had a couple accidents going on, bro. That's just, life shit happens, bro. Life shit happens, but we good now, huh, baby? He had to stay in the hospital for I think it was 2 weeks, huh?
2-3 weeks. Yeah.
2-3 weeks. That shit was hard as fuck, bro. It was cold. It was rainy days. I was fucked up. He was fucked up. Man, it felt like the demons were trying to get us. You know when they say different levels, different devils and shit? That's what they fucking felt like. But we slowly getting back up. It's been a couple months now, maybe 5 months from that.
That was first week of November is when I came back home. So November, December, January, 5 months.
5 months. That's been 5 months. But, he He pushes himself really hard, guys. Like, he being down here nights, like late nights. Yeah. He stays here down late nights where I'm like, man, I'm out, bro. I gotta go to sleep. I only get my beauty sleep, you feel me? But but he likes to stay up all night to get shit going because like we said, it's just me and him. We don't have no family out here, you know? So, and then, you know, some people don't really like doing this stuff. So it's just him and me. Hopefully in the future, our plan is to build a team though. We are trying to build a team and a family at that, you know, where we could call each other if we need some shit or have each other's back. And not just that, but make some money while we doing it. You know what I mean? Thumbs up if you like that. What's up, YouTube? What's going on? Shout out to Margarita. Shout out to Esperanza. You start making names and shit. What's up, Billy? Like, what the fuck? Silver Bullet, what's going on, man? How's your projects coming along? How's work? You've been putting in that work too, guys. And yeah, easy, man. DM us, bro. We'll talk all about it. We'll talk all about it, buddy. Saludos, baby, de Silver Bullet.
How you doing, big bro?
He's down there, but he said, "What's up? What's going on?"
What's up, man?
He's just working on the engine, and then we took off the fenders. Already the hood, we took that off too. So yeah, guys, like we said, we just in here so you guys can get to know us a little bit and actually fill us out. Not just fall in love with our projects, but also fall in love with our personalities too. You know, we chill, we cool, you know. Yeah, that's crazy. Nothing, huh?
Mm-mm.
Sheesh. Really chilling, fam. And I know, Easy, you're talking about making a mold for your car, bro. We're interested in that. We are going to be coming out with other designs as well. That's what we're Shadow Build Designs. Design for more. Period.
Yeah, I didn't set this one up, but
He's just in his head, guys. That's just what he's doing. Come on, let's go over here.
Anyone that's worked on electrical knows what the hell's going on here.
If you guys worked in electrical, do you guys know what's going on right here? Do you see the problem?
Problem is everything.
Can you guys see what part is the problem?
Okay, this is a ground.
Jackson, I said, Easy, yeah, for sure, bro. Stay in, bro. I know you're saying tuned in. I know that.
What about custom wiring harness? Well, I might have to.
Jackson, 99, for Silverado. That's right.
Well, I do want to clean this up, but I don't want to spend all my time on just the wiring itself. I probably will still have some sort of enclosure where I can keep this. Now that I'm going to relocate my batteries, I can tuck it in between the intercooler and the radiator. So since I already have some big modules in there, the transmission and some other stuff.
Es un pinche desastre ahí, la neta, güey. Like, for real, for real.
Yeah.
I don't know. Remember, I was like, I can't wait for us to get inside the hood. Now that I see that shit, I'm like, oh, mames, I don't know about all that. Easy said the body is the problem. It's missing. That's right. That's right, bro. I'm about to put him back on top of that shit and make it look like the body. I'm just playing. My sister, you want a body up there? Get your ass up there, bro. Yeah, it's a lot of wiring, bro.
yeah. This is
You think they all put it one thing together, kind of, or you got everybody like every vehicle is unique or what?
they're all different.
They're all different, even if it's the same,
Yeah.
the same truck.
Yep. No, they're the same truck. They're the same.
So wiring is the same.
Yeah. Oh, okay. That goes, that's power to alternator. What the hell is this
All right, guys, we're gonna let him work for a little bit. I might be jumping on later on live, so stay tuned in today. And I appreciate you, everybody that stayed in here. We might be jumping on live in a little bit. We just gotta let him concentrate and see what I can help him with, guys. So stay tuned in. I love y'all. Peace. Throw some wheels on it. Okay, that's it, I guess. All right, baby.
That's it.
Yeah. Cause I could see, ya te veo la mente.
Oh, I'm just trying to figure stuff out.
Yeah. Pero si te están hablando, you're like, you know? You know?
Trying to answer.
Bye, baby.
Bye, baby. Where's my phone go? Where the hell did I just drop that shit over here? Okay, that's also not needed. This is supposed to be my big three. That's power. That's power. What I don't understand is this motherfucker. Yeah, no, this is gonna be power. This is power as well. Don't know where the fuck this one goes. That's ground. How the hell does this one go? That does not make sense. Wow. Okay, I don't know what the fuck happened here. As far as I'm aware right now. Yeah, this is a ground. Sheesh. That's okay. Alright guys. I'll probably cut the video here. I don't know where they left it, but I'll probably be cutting it. If you guys have any questions, go ahead and DM us, watch any of our other videos. Just trying to figure this out. It looks like a clutter anyways on the video. So once I have a little bit better picture, I'll go ahead and do another live or something. Peace.